So my question is for Mr. Sobolov. You were supposed to be Rhinox in the new movie Rise of the Beasts, but as a lot of us know, your lines were not used in the film. So my question is, did you ever get to making a actual voice for the character? And if you did, can we hear like a demonstration of what he was supposed to sound like?
We could, if you could pay the $2 million that the studio would fine me if I did that for you. You don't know what they're planning in the sequels. And I do know that at the premiere, the director said to me, we'll see you at the sequel. So let's hope that that means Rhinox will speak. We'll find out. Or maybe, actually, they're probably calling Richard. You're going to come in and take over.
Haven't heard a word.
You never know. No, that's also very controversial as well, because I worked on almost all the characters in the entire movie at one point for a year and a half. And after a while, it becomes this big mix in your mind. And I'm not lying saying that I don't even know what I did. I know that we recorded Rhinox lines. I may have recorded some of those roars. But I know that a pretty good chance I think he'll come back in the sequel. So I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. This question is for David. I grew up watching Transformers Prime, and Shockwave was actually really one of my favorite characters. If you have a favorite voice line from Shockwave, what would it be?
I wonder, did I ever say these words that ended in, "you little crab cake"? Did he say that? Because that seems to be something I always remember. It sounds like he would say it, but the last fight, you know, and if I just have to have it in front of me probably, but let me think for a second. "You sickening piece of slag" is the last thing he says. Take it straight to the pit, right? Take it straight to the pit. Okay, and I'm going to sound like his dad, by the way, so it's like, "Take it straight to the pit, you sickening piece of slag." Yep, I'm his dad now.
So this is what I mean. The bad guys get all the good lines.
Okay, hello, my name is Cole Bailey, and I have a question for Garry Chalk.
Okay.
If you were given the chance, would you be tempted into reprising the role of Dr. Robotnik in the Sonic games, just like you voiced him in Sonic Underground?
Of course. I love Dr. Robotnik. I think Robotnik is one of those hapless Harrys who thinks he is, God incarnate. I hate that hedgehog.
Yep.
And I'd love to get my chance to get at him again.
I actually love Grounder too, and your Optimus Primal is pretty good too.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I know. What's going on?
You're welcome, and thanks again for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Before I ask my question, I want to let Garry know that I loved you in Scary Godmother, and I do plan to watch that again this year for Halloween.
Are you talking about Scary Godmother?
Yep.
Are you talking about the wolf?
Yep.
Who loves Scary Godmother to pieces?
He does?
And is always hungry?
Yep.
That guy?
Yep.
What's his name? Harvey? Not Harvey.
Harry the Werewolf.
Huh?
Harry.
Harry. Yes, my name is Harry. I'd like to say that I'm really enjoying being here with all you people. It's a lot of fun. But I'm really hungry right now. Yeah. Scary Godmother. What a fun show that was. And what a fun character that was, too.
And my question is for all three of you. What was it like to transition from your Beast Wars characters to the other characters such as Vector Prime, Shockwave, and of course the big man himself, Optimus Prime?
Don't know. You go first.
It was like turning off your phone and rebooting it.
Oh.
You start a whole new life.
Yeah, it's a totally different character, so you go back to the beginning and you just make your decisions about what the voice is going to be and who the guy is, and it's always exciting. It's always exciting, especially when you're working in a particular franchise, to branch out and do several different characters within that universe. It's always a challenge and always very exciting.
I studied acting at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York, and the teacher was named Sanford Meisner, who was a very famous teacher at the time. And he said, acting is living truthfully under given imaginary circumstances. So we are handed new circumstances, and we must live truthfully within them. And off we go. It's a roller coaster ride.
That's what I was trying to say.
Took the words
So
right out of his mouth.
succinctly, It took me like 10 minutes to say what you said in one sentence. I like it. Man, a few words, but...
Thank
Thanks
you
very much.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
So, first of all, huge Beast Wars fan. And my question is that with Beast Wars and Beast Machines, was there ever a time when the plot got really confusing?
When the plot got really confusing with the overtime.
Oh, yes, that happened. I didn't know where I was, or what I was doing.
It was a very strange, the whole Beast Machines thing where Rhinox disappears from the series and there's this new character and then he comes back and he's evil and then he dies. And yeah, it was quick and it was surprising and a little confusing. And I know a lot of the fandom got very upset that Rhinox, who had been kind of this really great guy, suddenly turned into a villain. As an actor, it was exciting because you take that role and you just reverse it. So it was a challenge and quite enjoyable. But I understand that people were a little turned off by it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
True enough.
Hello. I just
Hi.
want to say first, I'm a huge Beast Wars fan.
Speak up, please, and slow down.
Sorry. I'm a huge Beast Wars fan, and my question is for all three of you guys. Is there a Transformers character you guys would possibly want to like voice act in the future? Like,
Sorry, try again?
A character that you would like to voice in the future that was in Beast Wars.
Oh, gosh. That's interesting. Strangely enough, when we auditioned, and Gary, you can corroborate this with me, David Kay and Gary and I are used to playing, like I'm the king of the villains.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm playing the nice guy. David Kay, who is sort of the nice guy, is playing the king of the villains. So I think the original casting was really interesting for us because we were being asked to do things that we hadn't generally done before. But you know, I can't imagine doing any other character but Rhinox in Beast Wars, quite honestly. And also I can't imagine, because all the other voices were so wonderful, I mean, how am I going to replace the inimitable Scott McNeil, who did about 60 different voices over the course of the Beast Wars franchise. So yeah, to me it's sort of, no, I'm satisfied with the guy I got to play.
How about you, Gary?
Well, I was, as he said, I was originally cast as Megatron. And they decided that it was between David Kay and myself who would play Optimus and who would play Megatron. And you know what I think? I think they, because I'm basically a really nice guy, they gave me Optimus, and David, oh, geez.
He's a terrible human being, yeah, so.
And they made him a villain. I mean, he's actually a nice guy, but you know what sold it for them with him? It was, yes. Or was it side guns? As soon as they heard side guns, yes. That was it. I was Optimus, doomed.
You know, if I had a chance to go back and do it all over again, I went on vacation in Australia the month they were casting the series, so I missed the auditions. I got in at the last minute, you know, to do Depth Charge the last season. It would be fun to have had a chance at those original auditions and see what might have happened. But I was happy with my part.
Well, there were some great parts in there. You know, Jimmy Burns had that one. The royalty.
The royalty.
The royalty. He was pretty funny. And Alec Willows.
Alec.
That's who I miss most. I haven't seen Alec in a long, long time, but
Oh, he's still around. He's still around. He's around. It's okay.
what are you doing?
I ran into him recently. So
What are you doing? No, I have a pacemaker. I don't have a bomb. You know, when we were in the airport. We're in the airport, and he had gotten a pacemaker, and they put him through the scanner, and he goes, "What do you want from me? I have a pacemaker." So he had to go into this whole thing and get that pacemaker checked out to make sure that it wasn't some weird nuclear device. But I always remember him as a tarantula. That's when he's going.
Yeah.
And he'd stand in front of the microphone. And he'd go, "Oh yeah." Every line was like, "Yeah." He was hilarious. I just
hands
loved
going.
him. I still do. I haven't seen him for a long time, but he was such a delightful guy. I wish he was here, I gotta say.
Thank you.